Hello there everybody, it's me, your Star Wars dad, and I'm here with another game review. Obviously, it is Diablo Immortal, which has been out for about a month now, maybe a little bit less. A lot of people are playing it, and I thought I'd give my 2 cents on the game. One little thing I wanted to say before we jump into this. I had last time somebody came on and gave me a comment said, hey, everything you said is wrong about the game, you don't understand, blah, 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 blah. And I do think they maybe just got upset because there's stuff that's farther into the game I didn't really, maybe stuff happens deeper in the game that I didn't know about. Guys, I'm playing this game for a week or less. And in this case, it's going to be less. I'm not playing it all. I'm just trying to get a basic understanding of these games to understand what's going on with them, give you an idea of what you're going to be looking at as you jump into the game. You know, things that happen way down the road or developments or whatever that come along with the game. I could be wrong on those. So let me know in the comments if I get some stuff wrong. Sorry if I hurt your feelings, but let me tell you what I think of Diablo Immortal. Okay, everybody, give it a like and subscribe, join the channel if you're so inclined. Welcome aboard, just good to meet you as we jump into the game. So, Diablo Immortal is your classic fantasy game. You're going to go through play levels, get walked along through journeys, be told about the demons that are there that are infesting the village, and you have to save the village, it's stuff like that. From my point of view, and I may offend somebody with this, and that's okay, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but at a mobile game level, very well put together, very well designed. You know that they took forever to design it. They announced it, 4 years ago at BlizzardCon. Everybody booed them. You get the idea. So you can play as 6 different types of characters in the game right now. A barbarian, a wizard, a demon hunter, you're seeing these right now, a monk, a crusader, and a necromancer. That's why I kind of get the Dungeons and Dragons feel for it. You've got the fight of the dwarf. By the way, I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons for, 30 years, maybe longer than that, 35 years. So it just gives me that feel. You got a character, you're developing, you're going along, you're killing demons, you're going on a journey, somebody's saying, hey, try out this new dungeon, go in it and crawl around and see what you can figure out, you go and do it. So yeah, there you talk to characters a lot. The game is really set up really well for storytelling. Like, it's going to walk you through the story of the village. I will tell you, for me, that's not a huge benefit. I don't really look at my games as building a huge story of characters, that's not really my type of thing, but a lot of people are really into that. I know a lot of you are really into that. So if you really like a good story to build, this would be a great game for you to play, and especially if you like that fantasy thing, witches, demons, necromancers, wizards, etc. Oh my. Anyway, this would be a really good game for you. So what happens? You go around killing stuff. I chose a barbarian. I just stuck with that character. I think I got it up to level 26 or 27. There was some stuff I unlocked, some stuff in the game, other stuff I didn't. You can see here you can go fight in rifts. So there's different ways of fighting. You can walk through the regular journeys, and the game is really nice because you can leave the journey. You can leave the journeys or challenges or goals open on the side of the screen, and then it'll show you by footprint where you should walk to get to the next person. Go talk to Methril, the wizard teller. And you follow the footprints, you talk to him, and they say, I need you to go rescue the princess from the demons in the depth of the forest, and you go do that. There's also these rifts, so you can go in and play a rift. It seems to me like kind of a bonus level where you go through and kill a bunch of demons, you get bonus stuff, you get extra gear, extra stuff, whatever. Again, I didn't play forever, so I don't have the full grasp of it, but you can see right there I'm in the rift. I'm about to start killing a whole bunch of stuff at once. Another cool thing about the game is you're going to have characters with multiple abilities. So you're definitely going to be learning combos. The best way to do it, you send out for the barbarian, and you send out your 3 spikes, you pull them in, you do the front swipe in front of you, you do the circle that just keeps spinning, you build up to your ultimate to get you extra damage, you do the hammer, AoE, etc. You figure out the best combos, so you do them in a row, and with your characters you do. And if you play the game for a long time, you'll be collecting all these different characters. You'll have a barbarian, you'll have a wizard, you'll have a demon, you have them all. You're going to be leveling them up and going through the levels with them as well, and going through the rifts and everything. There is also co-op in the game where you go into a rift and you play with other players, and of course all these levels, it's your classic, go in, beat up a bunch of zombies or zombie snakes, demon bugs, demon spiders, or demons, whatever, and then there's a boss at the end, maybe a few minor bosses along the way that you fight. It's that classic put together. When you get through it, you're collecting gold, you're picking up items, and you're taking those and you're either putting those on to make yourself better. So you put on armor, you put on a helmet, you put on a wristband, you put on your boots. You know, typical normal. A cudgel, right? There's your cudgel I can collect. You put these things on. You can upgrade them. You can sell them at the smithy for gold, or what was the word? I can't remember, but you know, you get the idea. You can sell that, you get more gold, then you can upgrade more items on your barbarian or whatever. There's also some cosmetics involved where you can go get a different look. My barbarian look here is because I guess I pre-registered back in the day, and I got a free cosmetic look for him where he's got this armor that he's got on right now, this, you know, super special Viking, I'm gonna kill everybody type armor. So there you go. You've got play by yourself, you got co-op, you got really good storytelling. I'm thinking about you're about to see the co-op right now. Here's the gear. And the nice thing is that it kind of shows you with an arrow over there, hey, this gear is going to actually be an upgrade, so you want to use this, or take a look and see if you want to use this. Don't sell this gear. So you got to be, you know, you don't want to be selling gear that's better than what you got. I don't have a real good understanding of the attributes yet, the willpower, the vitality. You know, it's classic. You got willpower, you got strength, you got vitality. These things help you fortitude so that you have more defense, you keep going, you get more stamina, whatever. Typical type of stuff you get from the armor. This is, I would say, this is expected type of content in a game like this. And they do a really good job with it. The graphics are really nice for a mobile game, on a mobile phone. Of course, I think you're going to always have a better experience on any mobile game if you play it on a pad, or if you can find a way to get on your desktop through like an emulator, like BlueStacks or some other emulator. So, but really nice there. That's what you're gonna do with the gear upgrading. You upgrade your characters, levels. You upgrade your levels. You upgrade their gear. There are also gems that you can put into your gear. I just barely got into that, so I don't really have a good understanding of that. But the gems upgrade the gear even further with more attributes. What else we got? We have login rewards. So you get the daily login rewards, weekly login rewards. You can start a download of a reward. You've got a path where, you know, each day you get certain. So there's lots of different places for rewards in the game, for free rewards, for pay to play rewards, and everything else. Now, as far as the pay to play, pay to win part of it, you know, I definitely did see that you could buy packs that not only were cosmetic, but also provided you better gear. So there is a pay to win aspect for it, where you're going to upgrade faster by investing real dollars or real currency in the real world for pay to win. Now, where do you use that pay to win? Not only do you upgrade your character to go through the levels and do a better job and get through them faster, I assume you go through higher levels. At some point, you become one of the immortals in the game. I don't really know how that works. Go out there and find it where you want. But there's lots of upgrading you do for that. But there's also player versus player stuff. I sadly did not make it to it. Now, I was at level 22. I feel like I looked up somewhere that it was available at level 17, but I couldn't find it. So if it is available at level 17, that would be a criticism of mine, that I looked where it was. I think it was in Westworld. It was supposed to be on the Overlook, and I didn't see any PvP stuff on there. And then the guy that I did talk to said I had to upgrade to level 47, so I'm really not sure how the PvP works, but I did a little bit of homework on it, and it looks like that the pay-to-win aspect can really come into play in the PvP. You can join a guild, you can have parties that you go around with and work together to accomplish tasks and do missions and everything. Guild clan, I'm not sure what it's called. But you get into a guild or clan, you work with a group, you know, you're communicating with them, you can go on, I'm sure you can do the PvP with them as well. So it's got a lot of really good aspects to it. I think there's definitely a pay-to-win vibe, but I think it does seem like you could also go through it perfectly free to play and have a good time and enjoy yourself. I really think everybody, my main thing for this is if you enjoy a storytelling type of game. You see here, John Doe Morden. Hells, if you find something nice enough, you know, bring it back. Like, you haven't all done before we head out, let me show you something you like. So you gotta follow this guy around. Charcy's gonna take you to the bounty board. You go to the bounty board, check the board if you're looking for bounties. So there is a lot going on in this game. The missions seem like they're going to be never-ending. You're going to play them forever. The bounty board is there. I'm sure they'll be adding more in the future. It's a fairly new game. There's going to be lots of upgrades in the future. So, guys, it was a fun game. It's not something I think you need to invest a lot of time in it. It would be a game you really need to sink your teeth into. I honestly, right now, it's not a game I'm gonna really go after. It was enjoyable for my time. I'm not quitting because it's horrible or anything. It's just not gonna really fit into my gaming schedule right now. But if you'd enjoy it, I would recommend getting in there. So let's give it some ratings. I'm gonna rate it on several categories out of 5, and then we'll get an average and tell you what I think the overall average is. So first, I start with collectability. So these games always have a collectability aspect. In this instance, you're collecting the characters, you're leveling them up, you're collecting the gear in one sense, but that's really gearing and leveling up your characters and the crystals here. For collectability right now, for me, it's like a 2 or 3. I would imagine that, we'll say it's a 2.5. A 2.5 for collectability. I think that down the road, sure, it would become a little bit better as they add more character types and more stuff going on in the game. But right now, I'd say 2.5, but that's a new game, so keep that in mind. For community, it does seem like when you join a guild, or you can make a group, a party or a band you're working together with. You go into rifts working with other people. It does seem like there's a really good community aspect to it. I don't really understand it fully, so I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 right now for community. For strategy, I don't know if there's a lot of strategy in the game. Maybe in the PvP there is. But I'd imagine you have to be like on a headset working with your team, or really communicating and working together. The strategy part of it, the combos, I have to imagine that's in PvP, because when I was going through the levels, I really didn't have to focus on combos to do it well. Because I know that PvP exists and there has to be strategy in that, I'm gonna pull this in at a 3 out of 5, but it didn't really play for me. You can see me doing co-op here in one of the rifts, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 in strategy. So PvP, I didn't get to play it. I have read and seen a little bit that there is a pay-to-win aspect to it. I have seen people having fun doing it. I'm just going to say 3 out of 5. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience that. And if I should have at my level, then it really wasn't communicated very well in the game, unfortunately. Free-to-play friendly, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I do think that you can play this game free-to-play for a long time. You'll keep yourself busy. There's so many aspects to it with the gear, the crystals, all the stuff you're opening every day, all the missions you're doing, the storytelling. You can play this for a long time free to play and have a lot of fun. But there is that pay to win aspect where you can go and pay and get extra gear. In addition to cosmetics, you can get extra gear and leveling up that way. And the last thing I'm going to rate it on is actually storytelling. I haven't normally done this, but guys, it's a 5 out of 5. I really think that they put together a really good story here for you. If you really want to get into a game, play through it, really get to know the characters, get to know who's around you, get to know the townsfolk, the blacksmith who's going to help you build your gear. You understand who the characters are, who you're rescuing, who you're, etc. This is a really well-built game for that. If you really like storytelling, you really like the dungeon master aspect of a game and learning everything like that, you might get a real kick out of this game if you like the gameplay of it. So I'm going to give that a 5 out of 5. So that's a total of 21.5. You divide it by 6 categories, come up with an average of 3.6. So that's going to come in above average, 3 out of 5 would be right in the middle. 3.6 puts it above average. Again, I don't really feel like it's a game for me because I'm not a huge storytelling guy. But if you're into that and you really like that, probably a lot of you guys are big fans of Diablo on your gaming systems or on your desktop, and you might maybe this might be a continuation. I'm really not sure. I never played Diablo, so it's not my thing. So if you really enjoy the storytelling and it's a game you want to check out, I definitely recommend you go check it out. It's not going to hurt you to play it for a few days and see what's going on. Guys, that's all I got. I hope you have a great day out there. Let me know in the comments, did you pick it up and play? What'd you think of it? What am I missing? What am I not understanding about the game? I'd love to hear about it. Hope you have fun out there. Keep gaming, and I'll see you on the next gaming review. And as always, remember, Nooch too good. Now is the time to like and subscribe. Watch more videos or suffer the fate of Master Yoda. Disgusting little green creature.